Millions of students apply to college every year, and every year the process is the same. Get good grades, take the SAT, write your college essays, and send your letters of recommendation. But one aspect of college admissions that isn't nearly as talked about is college interviews. But while most students understand that college interviews are a vital part of admissions, very few actually feel prepared for these interviews.
College interview.
In fact, most students don't even practice for these interviews at all. Millions of students make this mistake, assuming that college interviews are a minor aspect of admissions, if at all. But for top schools, interviews are more important than you think. Interviews are how colleges gauge a student's attitude towards learning, personality, and readiness for college level courses. Your college interview is where you make your first impression on your admissions officers. That's why college interview preparation is crucial. Unfortunately for students, especially those less financially blessed, their options are limited. The most common way to prepare for college interviews: private tutors and expensive prep courses. A single session with a college admissions consultant can run anywhere from $150 to $500 per hour. Full interview prep packages, we're talking thousands of dollars. Think about that for a second. The students who need the most help breaking into top universities, first-generation college students, those from undeserved communities, students whose families are already stretching every dollar just to afford application fees. These are the exact students who can't access this kind of preparation. And even if a family can scrape together the money for 1 or 2 sessions, that's hardly enough to build real confidence and polish. Meanwhile, their wealthier peers might be getting weekly coaching sessions for months, running through mock interviews, perfecting their answers, and learning exactly what admission officers want to hear. Yes, there are free resources out there for students to use, but in order to truly master interviews, students need a real interactive experience. That's why I set out to create Elocutionist, the AI mock college interview practice website for high school students. Elocutionist is built on a Node.js/Express TypeScript backend API and a React-based frontend built with Vite. Essentially, the app uses JavaScript/TypeScript for the backend and primarily React for the frontend. Additionally, the app also has JWT authentication with Bytecrypt, allowing users to create accounts and store presets. For our actual AI, we use OpenAI's GPT-4 API for question generation and interview analysis for well-rounded performance in many different areas. Furthermore, we use OpenAI's Whisper for voice transcription and a custom-built voice analysis algorithm for speech pattern analysis. Finally, we use Molter, Sharp, PDF Parse, Mammoth, Tesseract.js, and FileType for our multi-type compatible file upload system. Alright, so now we're gonna do a live demo of our app. Okay, so this is our app. This is what it looks like when you first get in. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna click sign in right here, and let's test. Let's make a new account. Alright, now that we have our account, first thing we're gonna do is configure our interview settings. So I've already set up voice mode on my account. First let's choose a level. We can go for beginner for now, but you can choose whichever one you want. And this will just change how hard the questions are during the interview. Next, move on to voice settings. So if when you're starting this for the first time, it's not gonna look like this. You'll have to configure your voice mode. So what it'll look like, you'll have a tutorial that you need to set up. So here, just click allow. Welcome to voice mode. You can read this. Grant your microphone access.
Hello, this is a test of your speakers. Can you hear me clearly?
Hello. Hello. Okay. We can do practice session. We can skip that. And okay, custom voice settings. Yeah. So now that you're here, you can click show settings. Now you can adjust everything like your speech rate, your volume, pitch, gender, apply our settings. Alright, next is upload information. This is where you're going to upload context for the interviewer, interviewer. So you can upload like a resume or a transcript or something. So For us, let's make an entirely new profile. Okay, we have the transcript here. So now we'll just copy it and let's make like a new Google document for it here. It is Sarah Johnson. Here we go. Pretty basic transcript, so we can test transcript. Now let's download it. You can choose any one of these, it'll work, but let's just do a PDF for now. To downloads, drag this over here. Boom. And we can get a detailed view right here and see exactly what's actually inside. This is exactly what the AI is going to see. It's pretty cool. Right. And yeah, that's it. And we can choose voice or text mode. And yeah, that's it. You can start your interview now. So let's choose text mode for now. And let's start it. Yeah, CSC is my activities. Alright, let's give a simple response right here. I had to Okay. Okay, so you can see this thing. I like that it's giving pretty standard interview responses. Subject that I found particularly intriguing. Say I found math intriguing. So my responses right now are not that good, and it'll be reflected in the AI rating section for sure. Alright, we have enough messages, we can end our interview. You can choose to end without rating, but let's generate a rating right here. Alright, our rating's done. And now we can see right here we got a AI rating section. 5.5 out of 10. Obviously, it's not a very good, very engaged interview. And you can see it's reflected here. Strengths, moments of time management. It's, directly reading this. Definitely lots of areas for improvement, lacking detail. That's definitely something that makes a lot of sense. And here you can see actionable recommendations. I like this: communication structure, content relevance. These are basically feedback that's divided into the different sections that I'll show later. And yeah, the sections right here that you're graded on every interview. Okay, cool. And so before we move on to voice mode, let's check out the other things. This is a practice page. You can go to dashboard. This is a beta, but this is what the dashboard looks like. You have statistics, you have your usage later on when we implement tokens, and hints. You have your recent interviews, you've got this graph with your recent scores, skills distribution, and you can see your previous interview feedback right here. So it's an interview summary. I've set up some decent voice settings right here. For English, just pick the US voice. Speech rate, I like to have a little bit faster because these responses are typically a little bit wordy. This stuff I don't really mess with. And alright, let's start a new interview. So
Excellent. I see from your transcript that you've been involved in various extracurricular activities such as the varsity soccer team and the debate club. Can you tell me about a particular experience or event from these activities that had a significant impact on you?
alright. Yeah, when I was in the debate club, I struggled a lot with debating and I had a hard time with public speaking. But now that I have participated in debate club and have done a lot of debates, I've definitely improved in debate.
That's great to hear. Public speaking and debating are valuable skills. Can you tell me about a specific instance where you felt your abilities really improved? Perhaps a debate topic or a particular event that stands out in your memory?
All right. Okay, we can give a response here. Yeah, one topic of debate was talking about climate change, and I think I wasn't prepared enough for the debate, and I didn't have enough information, and so I didn't do very good. But I was very passionate about the subject, and I really enjoyed debate club in general.
I see. It's important to be passionate about the topics you're debating. On a different note, your transcript also mentions your involvement with the student government, where you served as vice president during your junior and senior years. Could you share an initiative or project you spearheaded during your time in that role?
So as you can see, I've set it to advanced now, and in advance, it's going to start asking follow-up questions. I can see about debate club, talk about debate club, and it's following up about talking about abilities and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my app. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.